Alright, alright. Whew. Alright, alright, alright. We got NBA and college, NCAA men's basketball today here. You know, been under the weather, fighting the colds. But we're back at it here today. Gonna show you some games here. That way, kind of run down the sports that we have today here. We got Maryland, Baltimore County, the Retrievers taking on Morgan State here. We have a Rutgers versus Wake Forest matchup. Loyola, Maryland versus LaSalle. People don't know where LaSalle is. That is in Philadelphia. Stonehill versus Stony Brook. American University versus St. Joseph's. Ball State, Detroit University. Brown versus Rhode Island. Bryant and Siena. Campbell, Davidson. Duquesne, Marshall. Fairfield, Yale. Florida A&M and Presbyterian. Hofstra and Iona. Jacksonville, Central Florida. Long Island versus Miami, Florida. Maryland, Eastern Shore versus North Carolina State. Maine versus Boston University. UMass, Massachusetts versus Townsend. Memphis versus Virginia Commonwealth, better known as VCU. Miami of Ohio taking on Ohio State, so the Battle of Ohio. New Jersey IT against Fordham. We got New Hampshire and Dartmouth. Old Dominion and William and Mary. Penn State, Maryland should be a good battle there in the Big Ten. Robert Morris and Canis. Sacred Heart and St. John's. St. Bonaventure, Niagara. Toledo and Oakland of Michigan, not Oakland of California. Valparaiso in Central Michigan. Vermont, Northeastern. Wagner, Coppin State. Wolford, Gardner-Webb. Youngstown State in Ohio, another Battle of Ohio basketball. Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne versus Southern Indiana, so Battle of Indiana there. Lipscomb and Belmont should be a good basketball game there. Nebraska, Omaha versus Texas Tech. We have Northern Arizona, the Lumberjacks taking on the Abilene Christian. We got Northern Kentucky and Illinois State. Rice versus Houston, Battle of Texas basketball there. Richmond, Virginia versus Northern Iowa. St. Louis at Drake. Drake is also an Iowa college. San Francisco, the Dons taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. The Battle of South Carolina versus Clemson. Texas versus Marquette should be a very great matchup tonight here. And I think, I like Texas here. I'm not gonna lie here. Not gonna lie. Then we got University of Texas Rio Grande Valley versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Wisconsin Green Bay versus Southern Indiana University of Edwardsville. We got Wisconsin Milwaukee versus St. Thomas of Minnesota. DePaul and Texas A&M. Denver U versus Colorado State. Nebraska, Minnesota. Pittsburgh, West Virginia. That should be a good matchup as well. San Diego versus Utah State. UC Davis, Nevada. UC Santa Barbara, New Mexico. UNLV and Dayton. California. Cal State Fullerton versus Pepperdine. Battle of SoCal schools. SMU, Arizona State. University of Cal Riverside versus Washington State. And we have Utah Tech versus California Baptist tonight. So those are just the games that are going to be starting, A couple games will be starting here soon. And let's show you NBA here. Obviously we have a full slate of NBA here. The in-season tournament will commence tomorrow, where you will have the Pacers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, and then you have the Lakers taking on the Pelicans. The winner will face off for the championship in Las Vegas this Saturday. But tonight we have Memphis Grizzlies and Detroit Pistons. Should be a good matchup there. Pistons kind of had a rough stretch, so maybe they're trying to look for a victory here tonight at home in Detroit. Orlando versus the Cavaliers, another young matchup here. Orlando has been playing very well in the season. Cleveland's kind of just trying to get their legs back, get some of the guys that, Donovan Mitchell and some of these other guys that have been banged up here to stay healthy. We had the 76ers taking on the Wizards here. Philadelphia should probably take care of business there. We got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Atlanta Hawks in hot Atlanta. We got Miami Heat and Toronto Raptors. An interesting matchup there. The Spurs versus the Timberwolves here. T-Wolves have been another young good team here that I think is surprising a lot of people this season here, and don't be don't be shocked. Then we got the Hornets versus the Bulls. Bulls have kind of I don't know. Hornets. Then we got the Thunder and the Rockets. Definitely love that game here tonight. Utah Jazz versus the Mavericks here. Denver Nuggets at the Clippers here. Then we have the Blazers versus the Warriors here. See, Pacers and Bucks, and then and it's actually going to be on at 2 o'clock tomorrow here. We're gonna have a little bit of early basketball, NBA here. So yeah, basically that is mainly. Hockey too, but I'm just here to talk about basketball today, to be honest with you, and just kind of give my personal take on who I like tonight and who I don't like tonight here. So we'll go to college first because it's going to start first here. It will be getting underway here first, I should say here. Well, a few games start early here. Obviously, we got these games here start early. Maryland, Baltimore County, and Morgan State here. If you want my opinion on it, I think Baltimore County probably wins this game. I just feel like they probably have the better of the two teams here, but wouldn't surprise me if Morgan State actually gave them a game here today. And we have Rutgers and Wake Forest. Wake Forest is, Wake Forest tends to have a good program. But, I don't know. I kind of like Rutgers. I don't know. I like Rutgers. I know maybe Rutgers isn't the better team. Obviously, they're the underdogs here tonight. But, I don't know. I kind of like Rutgers tonight. Then we got Loyola, Maryland versus LaSalle. Obviously, Loyola, Maryland is plus 10 here. LaSalle's the better team. And then you got Stony Hill versus Stony Brook here. So, I've been a big proponent to pick Stony Hill. But, yeah, I don't know. Probably Stony Brook probably takes this one tonight. Then we have American U versus St. Joseph's. Obviously, St. Joseph's is the better basketball team there. Obviously, by the plus 15.5. Then we have Ball State and Detroit U. A little more closer game to be honest. Maybe I would say Detroit U gets a victory tonight. We got Brown versus Rhode Island. I'd probably say Rhode Island wins. We got Bryant and Siena. I kind of want to take Bryant tonight here. I do like to take Bryant here. I mean, but Siena, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be one of those games where Bryant is favored to win by 8 points here, but and then we have obviously 140 is, you know, Campbell and Davison. I mean, Davison is probably the better team than Campbell, but I think maybe Campbell could cover 14. It will remain to be seen. And Duquesne versus Marshall, an interesting matchup here. I mean, I'd probably lean more Duquesne, but I don't know. I wouldn't count out Marshall at home. Then we got Fairfield and we have Yale. Obviously, Yale's the better school. I mean, it's an Ivy League school, but not gonna see me put no action into this game here. Florida A&M and Presbyterian here. I mean, this game I do like. I like Hofstra tonight. I definitely think Hofstra can play well. Ione is coached by Rick Pitino, who So I mean, wouldn't be surprised to see Ione actually play tough here at home tonight here. But like I said, I do like Hofstra a lot. Definitely like them a lot here. We got Jacksonville and Central Florida. Central Florida minus 14 to win by 15 points. Like I said, I don't care for either one of these two teams here. And then we have Long Island taking on Miami, Florida. I mean, obviously, Miami should handle business against Long Island here. And NC State, same thing against Maryland Eastern Shore. Another pretty decent matchup here. We got Maine versus Boston U, the Terriers versus the Black Bears. So 2 points is on the spread. So we have UMass versus Townsend here. And then we got Memphis. Memphis at VCU. I mean, good game. Good game tonight here, I'd say. What's the over under here? 145 here. Okay. Okay, very very interesting there. Very interesting there. New Hampshire and Dartmouth here. Dartmouth is the underdog here. I mean, don't know, I mean, I haven't really had too much success betting on the Ivy Leagues except for like Princeton. So, I don't know. And Old Dominion William Mary is going to be a good matchup as well there. Canis, I mean, I bet against Canis the one time with Quinnipiac, but that did not help me. Robert Morris here, I mean, Niagara, I think I picked them last time. They didn't do so well here, so. I like Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. Lipscomb and Belmont here. That's another game. I mean, another game that 162. Well, maybe take the under there. I don't know. Could be promising there. Richmond, Northern Iowa, interesting matchup as well. St. Louis, I mean, St. Louis was better last season. This season, and like I said, I don't know. I like Texas tonight. Kind of like Texas over Marquette. Kind of like that. If I'm gonna take any kind of, I mean, I know Marquette's number 8 here. Texas is number 12. I think Texas has a good shot here tonight. Colorado State's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'll take them on minus 21. Um, Pittsburgh, West Virginia. I mean, West Virginia's underdog, so West Virginia would be another team that I might slip in there here. UNLV and Dayton here. I mean, are they gonna cancel the game here? Did they cancel the game, or they're changing the? Because today, well, I'm not even gonna get into the news or whatever. I mean, if you I mean, go look up the news if you need to know what the hell's going on in the world today. And I ain't giving nobody updates. Just talking sports here. UNLV and Dayton. Um, I don't know. California Baptist. I might like California Baptist. I don't know if they. I mean, I'd probably take the minus 140, or even maybe the under 136 and a half here. Not sure that California Baptist will cover 9, but I mean, I think they probably win, but I mean, I don't know. Alright, so alright. NBA here. Like I said here, NBA here. We got Memphis and Detroit here. Um, 221 here. I mean, Ooh. It's gone down to all right. 224. I mean, the Magic here. It's been interesting here. Wizards and 76ers here. I don't know, maybe under 221 or 241 here. Brooklyn Nets and the Hawks here. Under 242. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I necessarily like that. And then you got the Miami Heat and the Raptors here. I would love to take the Heat here. Under 220 here, the Heat and the Raptors. I mean, maybe. I mean, that could be a strong possibility here. Spurs plus the 12. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the over 230 here. And then we have the Bulls here. Bulls and the Hornets here. I don't know, maybe the under 220 here in that Bulls and Hornets game here. Thunder -2. I mean, I'll take the Thunder -2 all day long here. But the Rockets are good here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this number goes over 226 here. So, Jazz cover 11. 233 and a half. Nuggets and the Clippers here. I wouldn't mind taking Denver money line, Nuggets money line. And then you got the Warriors versus the Blazers here. Trailblazers plus 12.5. I mean, that's interesting. Very, 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 very interesting, to say the least. So, so that is what we got going on there. That's what we got going on as far as sports today. So, just want to do a quick little, rundown of the NBA and the college basketball. So, oh yeah, that's right. Let's see, what about and under. Damn, somebody won in. Wow. All right. Guess I put it in wrong the first time. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we got Pablo Branchero here. Got Pablo Branchero here. Just kind of show some, of these what's called player props here on underdog fantasy pick'em here. Like I said, this is the only one I can actually do. I tell most people I'd recommend you do if you can do FanDuel or DraftKings Sportsbooks or FanDuel Sportsbook. It's a lot better, to be honest with you. The only good thing about Underdog is they have like insurance. So if you miss one, that way, you could still win some money. That's about the only good thing about Underdog, to be honest with you. And most of the people that promote Underdog are just a bunch of fucking Madden content creators and shit like that. You don't really see, you don't really see the big sports. You don't see NBA or college basketball promoting Underdog fantasy. So, I just want to say that. Because I know there's a guy on here that does the Underdog shit and all that. And like I said, I'm not here to hate on people or whatever. You do what you do, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I don't care. You can whatever to the cows come home. I'm not here to fucking bitch at people. I'm just doing my thing, and nobody watches me. Oh well. You know, if if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. I'm tired of figuring out that people say they're your friends and say they support you and they don't. And like I said, I'm not mad about it. Just you know who your fucking friends are. You know who your true people are. You know who true people fuck with you are. All right, so let's look at Pablo Brancheros here. Look at that. We got. All right, then we got Franz Wagner here. He's been playing pretty well here. I'd say at least. He's somebody you might not might be scared to put your. Yeah, Cole Anthony here. Then you got Gogon, Betzard, or whatever his name is. This guy's name. Don't really care for his player props, to be honest with you. We got Anthony Black here. Anthony Black here. I mean, I have him in fantasy here, to be honest with you, but it's pretty heavily guards on this Orlando Magic team. So, and if you look at it, he's only getting 19 minutes, 23, 26. So 7, 6, 2, 3, 2, 5. Very, very, very inconsistent numbers. So it's probably somebody you definitely want to fade, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, giving him 4.5 points, so maybe he gets 5. Like I said, it'd be kind of risky, but I mean, who knows? I mean, it really just depends, Like I said, with opportunity, and he's just somebody right now that's not getting opportunity because there's too many guards, and he's a shooting guard more or less. I don't think he's much of a small forward. Then we have Mortez Wagner here. Jalen Suggs, I'm not even going to touch him. Gary Harris. Like I said, you got Joe Ingles over here too as well. So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell here. I don't want none of him. Darius Garland to get a double-double here. Very interesting. There, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley's definitely somebody decent you can look at. Jared Allen. Maxi Strutz, George Nang. Then we got Jaren Jackson Jr. here. Jaren Jackson Jr. should have a double-double here tonight against Detroit. But and then you have Desmond Bain. Bismack Biyombo. Derrick Rose here. He's got David Ruddy. Santi Almadi. Then we have Cade Cunningham here. Interesting double-double there for Bogdanovic here. Bogjong. Then this is my man right here. Julian Duran, man. I like Dan. He's been solid, man. I'm telling you, this guy's been solid. He's been, especially with the blocks, man. He's a good shot blocker here. Pretty good shot blocker, so. Killian Hayes is actually, not doing too bad this season. Isaiah Stewart. Then we got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey. Tobias Harris. Kelly Oubre Jr. is back finally after he was hit by a car. DeAndre Milton. Nicholas Batum. Pat Bev. We got Paul Reed. Robert Covington. Kyle Kuzma for the Wizards. Jordan Poole. I don't know if I can trust him. Tyus Jones here. Got my man Denny Abidjan here. I don't mind him. I think he's pretty. Alright, then we got Jimmy Buckets here. Kyle Lowry. Duncan Robinson. Then we have Pascal Siakam. My main man Scotty Barnes. OG Anunoby. Yaka Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder. Gary Trent Jr. Precious Achiuwa. Malachi Flynn. We got Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama. See what we got. What more picks do we have for Victor Wembanyama? Steals? His blocks, man. I'm telling you, he's pretty good with blocks. I don't know if he gets to the free throw line a lot. Keldon Johnson. We got Jeremy Sochin. Zach Collins here. Ant Edwards here. Karl Anthony Towns. Rudy Gobert. Mike Conley. Kyle Anderson. Nickel Alexander Walker. Naz Reid. Shake Milton. And we got Mikal Bridges here. Spencer Dinwiddie. Nick Claxton here. Cam Johnson. Royce O'Neal. Cam Thomas, okay. Cam Thomas to get a block, okay. Interesting there, interesting. Dorian Finney-Smith. Dennis Smith Jr. Day'Ron Sharp here. Then we got Trey Young. DeJounte Murray. Clint Capella. DeAndre Hunter. Saddiq Bey. Bogdan Bogdanovic. Anyaki Okongwu. Alright, then we have Shai Gillingsley Alexander. Got the big Shai. We got Chet Holmgren here. Josh Giddey. And we got Jalen Williams. My man Jalen Williams. I like him here. Last time I picked him to get a block here. He did pretty well with that here. Yeah, and he's blocked there. So I might take that one. I might take that prop tonight here, maybe. Definitely take that prop tonight, maybe. Then we got Loganitz Dort. Got Cason Wallace here. Got Isaiah Joe here. Then we got Fred VanVleet. Jalen Green. Jabari Smith Jr. Alsparoon Sagoon. Dylan Brooks. We got Terry Rozier. Got Miles Bridges here. Gordon Hayward. We got Mark Williams here. He's definitely somebody you could probably count on. Then you got Brandon Miller. DeMar DeRozan. Nikolai Vucevic. Kobe White. Patrick Williams here. Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso could definitely be somebody. Maybe he has 2 steals. Then we have Walker Kessler here. John Collins. Colin Sexton here. Obviously we don't have, there's no Lauri Markkanen. Talen Horton Tucker. And Saman Fonchincioli. Like my man Keontae George here. He's somebody that's probably you can count on. You got Luka Doncic here to get a triple-double here. A fair assessment, maybe. A fair assessment of Luka Doncic. You got Kyrie Irving playing. We got Derek Lively the second. Derek Jones Jr. And then we got Shadon Sharp here. And then you got Steph Curry. Klay Thompson. Chris Paul's playing tonight. Draymond Green. Andrew Wiggins, who likes to slam his hand in car doors. My man Moses Moody. I kind of like Moses Moody here. I'm not. I think he's playing a lot better than he has been here. So maybe Moses Moody tonight gets a block here. Maybe gets a block. We got Jonathan Kaminga. We got Nikolai the Joker here. Jamal Murray. They're showing Jamal Murray. Got Michael Porter Jr. here to get a double double here. He could. I mean, that's a possibility here. Got Aaron Gordon, Katavius Caldwell Pope, Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, you're on my shit list. Can't even get no damn blocks and shit. James Harden, Paul George, Russ Westbrook here, Ivan Zubac, Norm Powell, Terrence Mann, Daniel Thias. So yeah, so that's basically it here. Run down the player props here, ran down the games, and all right. So let's get a little update here. Update you on college basketball here. Some of the early games that have tipped off here. All right, looks like Rutgers is getting beat down right now. 13, Wake Forest is on a 13-3 run right now here. So maybe I was definitely a good thing I didn't pick them. So it's definitely glad I didn't pick anybody there. So we're just gonna leave it at this. Short, sweet, to the point here, and we'll break down tomorrow. We got New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll get back and do some more breakdowns of Thursday night game here. Obviously, had a lot of injuries, a lot of fights. People chose violence this weekend in the National Football League here. A lot of fights, a lot of punching, a lot of aggression. A lot of injuries. And, yeah. But, yeah.